Okay, this is part 2 of the last essay that I was doing about not everything is cultural appropriation. So I'm just going to continue from the top. Show me somebody pretending to be another race. Show me somebody suddenly adopting a fake accent because they want to appear hard. Show me somebody taking something sacred or culturally significant and turning it into a costume. Show me somebody deliberately erasing the people who created something while profiting from it. Then we have something to discuss. But he wore baggy jeans. He rapped. She said slay. They said period. He said she ate. That's not enough. And then we somehow got to Drake. Girl, Drake was the example. They referred to Drake as simply as black-white, making an argument about race, culture, and cultural ownership. And yes, Drake has a black father. He also has a white Jewish mother. He is biracial, not black. That does not mean he cannot identify as black. It does not mean he is somehow excluded from black culture. Biracial black could obviously have a black identity. My issue is if you are making an entire argument about race, ethnicity, or who belongs to what culture and who is allowed to participate in what. Why would you choose one of the most famous biracial celebrities on earth and present his background like there is absolutely no nuance? Especially when you had so many straightforward examples of it available. You could have brought up Glorilla. You could have brought up Sexy Red. You could have brought up Megan Thee Stallion. You could have brought up Nicki Minaj. You have an entire industry full of black artists, but somehow we landed on Drake. And then my second was reaction. Drake of all people. Girl, the same Drake whose album title got flipped into Kendrick Lamar's This. I'm talking too fast. Certified lover boy, certified pedophile. Wop, 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 wop. And before somebody runs into the comments acting confused, that is me referencing a Kendrick Lamar diss lyric and an accusation made during their feud. I'm not presenting that accusation as a proven criminal fact, but I'm still sitting here thinking. You had Glorilla, you had Sexy Red, you had Megan, you had Nicki, you had countless other artists, and you picked Drake for the cultural identity lecture. Please be serious. And this is ultimately my entire problem with these conversations. Somewhere along the way, people stopped distinguishing between cultural appropriation, cultural appreciation, cultural exchange, cultural influence, participation, inspiration, imitation. Those are not 7 different ways of saying the exact same thing. Culture moves, food moves, language moves, music moves, fashion moves, dance moves. People migrate. Communities live beside each other. People date each other. People become friends. Artists collaborate. Genre crosses borders. Fashion movements like Y2K take influence from multiple places. People become friends. Artists collaborate. Genres cross borders. Oh my. As I was saying, sorry y'all. This is done live. So if you hear things, it's not my fault. Well, it is my fault, but I'm trying to do this live. Okay, where was I? Y2K takes influence from multiple places, become mainstream, and disappear for 20 years, and they get revived by an entirely new generation. Social media puts people from completely different countries into the same digital spaces every single day. Of course, cultures are going to influence each other. That's inevitable. And honestly, cultural exchange can be beautiful. The ASR cannot be putting everybody into racial bones and ethnic boxes and saying you may only wear these clothes. You may only use these words. You may only dance this way. You may only participate in the culture associated with your own ethnicity. How is that supposed to create a multicultural society? That doesn't mean history doesn't matter. It doesn't mean respect doesn't matter. It doesn't mean giving credit doesn't matter. Give a Black American culture is credit. Give hip-hop is credit. Give Black and Latino ballroom culture is credit. Give queer communities their credit. Give Asian cultures their credit. Give indigenous cultures their credit. Give Latino cultures their credit. Give every community its credit. And when somebody genuinely disrespects, exploits stereotypes, or mocks another culture, call it out, absolutely. But we have got to stop pretending that influence itself is the crime. Because cultural appropriation is real, but not everything is cultural appropriation. Baggy pants alone aren't enough. And pretending baggy jeans never grew into a massive Y2K fashion movement ignores decades of fashion history. Saying slay isn't enough. Saying period isn't enough. Saying eight isn't enough. Rapping isn't enough. Being inspired by hip-hop isn't enough. And Asian artists participating in a global music genre isn't enough. You have to actually look at what the person is doing and why it's harmful. Otherwise, you're not protecting the meaning of cultural appropriation. You're stretching it until the term means absolutely everything. And once a word means everything, it eventually means nothing. Period. And yes, I said period.